Hello world, and we are back in Nato's Nightmare. Last video we have lost all our level assets because we couldn't retreat. Yeah. So let us continue here in the summary and see what we get. So come on then. Thank you. Lack of shells, spectacular ammunition -1. Okay, Special Force and LRP. Various covered and deep reconnaissance units of NATO carry out missions in the packed rear. You can examine one enemy stack. Okay. And I can select one unit. Okay. First armor because we want to attack. Where are you really? Maybe it's an entrenchment even. Good. Replacement points. The question of victory points and the force impressions are inexhaustible. Or almost is dealt with elsewhere. Let's discuss here the problem of replacement points. At first glance they appear available in quantity and a large number of units seem to be easily replenished without worrying about anything other than expense. However, as the game progresses, options will offer reductions in the flow of replacements and income in response to enemy actions or in some cases in return for various adventures. The flow of points will further be reduced due to the world situation or other circumstances through pop-ups at start turn, and in the end a player who spends without thinking too much could rather quickly end up with a lot of units unable to be rebuilt. Furthermore, many units or counters are very expensive to restore. Whilst the destruction is inevitable, they will never be rebuilt during the game. Keeping some replacement points in reserve is therefore not only prudent but necessary. The question is, how many? Yeah. Continue. Gulf Strike First Edition. The Pentagon buys several dozen boxes of the wargame Gulf Strike, published in 1983 in its first edition by Victory Games. The game publisher was then at its peak at a time when wargaming, just like role-playing games, was on the rise in the United States and when a few cranks were discovering in France. It is possible that one day the serious game will belong to military history, security and defense courses and perhaps even to military schools. After all, who knows what the world will be like in the 2000s if it isn't vitrified in the nuclear winter of 1985. In playing Gulf Strikes, the Pentagon wishes to explore different possibilities and outcomes in an inexpensive manner via the game with its paper map and its cardboard counters. Historically, the Pentagon will actually buy several copies in 1990 during the Gulf War. Lol. Iran resists ferociously. The Pastaran and the Bashai fight fanatically, regardless of the losses severed. Yet summoning up Iranian tactics through its use of suicide charge and human waves assaults alone would be a mistake. Years of war with the Iraqis have forged some units into tactical or even operational proficiency, and even the National Guard units are generally considered experienced. The Iranians have saved the best units from combat so far, waiting to commit them to the battle only once they are assured success. The combat powers of the Soviets have come as a shock to the Iranians, and some units will inevitably be lost, efforts which often are not crowned with success. In any case, faced with the Soviets, the Iranians demonstrated tenfold combative effectiveness compared to that demonstrated against the Iraqis. After all, isn't the USSR the little Satan, the place of the big Satan being reserved for the United States? Between fanatical actions and some relatively successful operation maneuver against the Soviets would sometimes show lack of initiative. Tehran managed to slow the Soviet offensive and risk a major Iraqi offensive. -3 peace and -3 income pattern for the pact. Okay, so they invaded the Iran. Hard fighting in Turkey. Notwithstanding the start of an offensive in which the Turkish forces on the border were pushed around, the progress of Soviet and Bulgarian forces was slowed by the resistance of the Turks, which was hardening everywhere. Also, the weapons of the Turkish army are for the most part not very modern. The materials that the Warsaw Pact assigned to the theater of operations are not either. In addition, the quality of the troops is very mediocre. On the Marmara front, the Bulgarian offensive is halted in the face of mounting logistical problems, while the troops display a lack of motivation due to not being sufficiently trained. In eastern Anatolia, the Category 3 divisions, mostly Georgians, Chechens, or Russians from South Russia do not show any enthusiasm to fight in the name of Moscow. -5 victory points and -1 to -10% income per turn for the pact, and +5 victory points and -1 to -10% income for NATO. Okay, so we gain victory points because Turkey is halting or has stopped the Reds. USSR invades Iran. Yeah, well, that's a little bit late, but nice. Okay. Third Force invade Iran following an operational plan devised in the 1970s and updated in the early 1980s. Moscow has invaded Iran. The advance is less an action of conquest than to establish a logistical corridor in the direction of the Persian Gulf, the real objective of the Soviet forces. If all goes well in Iran, depriving the United States and the West of its oil shipments via the Gulf, this would be victory on a decisive scale. Once achieved, Central Europe may resist all at once, but eventually its resolve will be broken and will no longer be a problem. +10 victory points for the pact player this turn. Okay. US Marine Corps for Norway. Okay, send the whole corps, not only a brigade. That's my mistake here. Again. Before the Warsaw Pact began its attack, American intelligence knew when and where the blows would fall. Reinforced elements of the 3rd Fleet with the 4th Marine Amphibious Brigade, okay, it's just a brigade, but it's called the Corps, sailed from Norfolk towards Denmark before the outbreak of conflict. They initially supported the Norwegian forces with constant airstrikes while the Marines land take up blocking positions at choke points in the mountain passes. This makes the possibility of a decisive victory in the theater unlikely. Well, that's good. Preventive airstrikes. 3 air corridors, north and south, are established from the DDR, or GDR in English, into the FRG. FRG is the Bonus Republic. Flying over 1,000 planes, the Warpact conducts massive air attacks against air bases, command air centers, and logistical hubs across NATO. In theory, if the Warsaw Pact expects to have a chance at victory, each of the planes must accomplish a minimum of 3 sorties per day for 3 days. Attack aircraft and tactical bombers are escorted by MiG-23s and new MiG-29s in their missions. They must pass through the defensive anti-aircraft missile belts of NATO, but decided Soviet seed aircraft suppressed some of these defenses. Managed to clear lanes for the attack aircraft in several places. Some planes fall under the blows of NATO fighters, and fighter bombers assigned air defense missions. On both sides, the losses are significant. Well, yeah. I guess so. What's that? Click to stop playing cards in this phase. So, play cards. Air superiority. Do I want to play air superiority? Faced with Warpact Air Onslaught, NATO force bombers retask for air combat missions. To gain air superiority, NATO fighter bomber gain +1 combat factor air to air, but -1 ground attack. 2 turns later, or if got ground attack played, units return to normal capabilities. Well, he has played. He should play his card for. Okay. Yes, there should be, but okay, I can't see it anymore. So he should have played his air superiority. Which stack I do want to examine? I guess I will examine the stack at Riedenburg because I really want to attack him there. Here. Okay, so that's pretty strong stack, yeah. Okay, so we're doing tank. Okay, at least some. Okay, air defense, artillery on Mars, and tanker divisions on Mars. Okay. So, do I want to play as a Predator or do I wait? We have turn 2 now. I guess I will wait. Yes. Okay. Military police. Lockpicks. Lack of infantry. Technical weakness. Dran drauf drüber. Okay. Aircraft. Volunteering or no. Okay. And I got some cards. Leaders of the European Union publicly urge peace conversing portraying the war pact as hawkish NATO, plus 10 points this turn and plus 1 turn thereafter, minus 5 tension, but minus 5 replacements per turn to game, and nope, resources away. Definitely. How many cards we have now? 15. Airbase return. Thank you. Reinforcements. We could use nukes. Which we don't want to use. Cannot really build a line anywhere. Ah, scheiße. The North get pretty overrun here. Okay. Not good here. We could nukes in north. Do I want to nuke him later? That's the point, really. In the center he has conquered a lot of ground, but not really anything of importance, to be honest. So that's not a big of a deal, really. No, really. We can reinstate the 25th Heimatschützen Division. Where do we want to reinstate it? We need it somewhere here at Nürnberg. It would be interesting. Or do we state them here? So we can fall back to Bamberg and Nürnberg and attack here and form a new defensive line by Hohenfels, Nürnberg, Bamberg and Coburg. Or do we fall back to Würzburg? I bet it would be that we have Coburg, yeah. Okay, we can bring you back. I guess I will bring you back at Nürnberg, right? Yeah. You are some units here. Not really a good amount, good deal here, to be honest. Same. Yeah, here. Entrenchment. We have one, no, but can get one at Hannover. Here, please. And we have an entrenchment. Maybe for Düsseldorf. Yeah. Here. Okay. Okay. It's better here, so because that's crossroads. I don't have one here. Hold. We want to hold the area here. We have mines, entrenchments left. increase at Marburg. Maybe even so. Yeah. Oh, what's the foraging level of this unit? 0. Okay, good. No, Bamberg we want to hold. What are you fighting in building areas? Okay. Marburg, Bamberg. Okay, so we can use you at Passau, so we can free some Italian units to use them more down here. Yes, will be good. Okay. Oh, come on, at Düsseldorf. What are you? You are another trench, which we could use at Vienna, and we'll use at Vienna. And then at Salzburg, I guess we should have some. Yes. Well, Vienna too, right? What's the level of Vienna? We have 15 left. Or do we use them here? Okay. Not really something which is good to do, so well, it's just at Salzburg. Okay, now we can rebuild, or not rebuild, but strengthen some German units, which is a lot, it seems, on only 9 units. So 12th Panzer Division. The 3rd Panzer Division and the 6th Panzer Grenadier Division and the helicopter units. Yes. General mobilization. Okay, we can increase 1 to 3 units. Basically all of them except the 99th Brigade. It's not so important, or is it? No, not really. Okay, we can increase the Berlin Brigade or this helicopter behind. Well, there we will increase the Berlin Brigade of the British. Okay, so we got a lot of thanks that we got 2. Sometimes it's insane. Really? Okay. Rotenburg too. Okay, Rotenburg does not matter for me. Fucking refugees, really. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And but kissing. It's okay. So to hold there is insanity from now on. Not a lot of units here, which is in Schluchten, which is questionable, to be honest. Don't know why, but okay. I'll have to think about it. And okay, we got some reinforcements. Airbase UK. We got at Alpron. The territorial units of the Netherlands are mobilized. Nice, nice. Got 58 income. Good. So what do we purchase? We have 15 cards, really. Okay, woman volunteer. Female students and factory workers volunteer on Master 7 support units, freeing men to fight. +9 replaces this turns and +3 turn after. Nice to play. The European Union can discard what's that excellent cooperation between air and ground units gives NATO units an advantage. Combat bonus blow of 2 to all friendly air land halos and CAS units involved. Oh, nice. Dann läuft drüber. Panzer Grenadier Attack, yep, for das Bundeswehr. As armored or mechanized units. Okay, yes. Tactical weakness, -1 for armored mechanisms for the pact. Okay, lock pass. This logistics system allows units to increase the tempo of operations on units and stack receiver +1 MP. Which increases to +1 mil per MP to 1 stack. Okay, so that's not bad too. Lack of shells, -1 penalty in combat. So we throw away ground attack, Norwegian attack. Okay, and delaying ambush eyes wasn't played in this matter. We had this card last time. Target enemies stack lose 1 MP next movement phase. Okay, I could place that too. So I can play a lot of cards. But I can have a maximum amount of 18 cards, I guess. So in the end, you can throw away 1, 2, 3, 3 cards, and 3 cards I can have, so I can buy 6 cards and I put the rest in replacement, really. 26, 90, maybe 10 treasuries left for 30, so okay. Yeah. Do we purchase it? Tactical superiority negotiations can be thrown away. Okay. That's the problem with this card style. You see it right here. That you have too many cards and you can't select the cards behind it. And that's a big issue you see right here, which I can't select properly or tap through it. So ground attack, Norwegian front, and the European Union. Negotiations. It's kind of units can on both sides will have reduced CV and maybe. Nope. Okay, so we can keep that if we need victory points immediately. So okay, card purchase, supply naval movement. Supply was done. So now we have naval movement, which does not matter because we have no navy left. So it will just stay here in the end. Nice. So yeah, so air movement. We will see this next time. Thank you for watching. Servus and bis Ministukus.